Hey gamers. What's up? I sound so sad. I did for a second. Not anymore though, I'm good. I just had to register for classes for next semester. And I had to waitlist most of them. So that does suck. But it's fine. I'll be fine. Let's take this person's order. Moose. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and they like chocolate. That's good. I like chocolate. It's a good flavor. I was gonna say something about ethical chocolate sourcing or something. It is important, but then I also thought of the picture of the person looking at the camera and the caption just says the one friend that's too woke. And I was like, alright, okay. Don't get me wrong. It's important. Slavery is bad. That shouldn't be controversial. I don't think it is. I don't know though. I guess we did fight a whole war over it, so I don't know who we is. I wasn't there. Anyways. It's just, doing some stuff. I'm probably gonna only do one today. I'm not sure. I wanna stream some Animal Crossing New Horizons. Because I'm gonna redo my town. I got nasty heartburn. And it always happens after I brush my teeth. I think this is gonna sound crazy, and you're gonna hear this and you're gonna be like, what is he doing? But I think I swallowed too much toothpaste. Ugh. Which is weird. I didn't swallow any on purpose. I think it just happens. Ugh. I got like yeah, if you ever like drink water after you brush your teeth, which I don't think you're supposed to, because it's not good, or it like washes the toothpaste off, and it's gotta sit on there for a little bit. You know, the fact that he's ordering a small, not to shame anyone, but it does make me think that the ice cream's for the puppet. Oh, that's the wrong one. You know? Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that? A little bit. But, like, that's fine. Pro tip, though, for brushing your teeth. A dental assistant taught me this after I had 8 cavities filled. Because as a child, I didn't know how to brush my own teeth. I do now, thankfully. Hold on, sorry, I thought about that for a second. Okay. Most people are like, floss your teeth, then brush your teeth. But actually, you floss second. Brush your teeth first and floss second, and you can get the fluoride in between your teeth. Helps prevent cavities better. That's what she told me. I've had some horror stories at the dentist. The one I was just thinking of, when I was in 8th grade, I had my history teacher. He's a really funny guy. And every day he would just say just some of the most, like, out-of-pocket stuff. Did I blend it completely wrong? And one day he goes on this tirade about how going to the dentists actually hurt your teeth. It's fake. He was joking. the joke is that he had a bunch of cavities when he went to the dentist, but when he doesn't go to the dentist, he doesn't have cavities. Because, you know, the dentist isn't there to point out his cavities. That's the joke. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Because I went to the dentist. I didn't go to the dentist for a little bit. And then I went, and then they were like, you've got 8 cavities. And the way he looked at me, he was concerned. He was like, whoa. Whoa. What? I said, God. 8th grade was pretty fun for me. But every once in a while, I did say something in front of the class that maybe I should have kept to myself. Man. One time, he was asking what everyone's favorite movie was, and I was just like, it's the BBC show Sherlock. And he was like, that's not a movie. And for some reason, I didn't back down off that. Like, no, it's not a movie. But like, the episodes are an hour long, and to me, I was like, that's basically a movie. My mom said it was basically a movie. And he was just like, okay, well, it's not. It's a TV show. How did anyone put up with me? That's crazy. I was really into Sherlock. But only Sherlock. Not Doctor Who, not Supernatural. Just Sherlock. I've always been a big Sherlock Holmes fan. But, we had a science... We had, like, a forensic science unit in science class. And our science, English, and history classes were all grouped together as, like, one sort of unit. It was like they were all back to back, and we had all those classes with the same people. Crazy stuff. That was fun, though. I don't think about it all. It's a good time. So we had like a forensic science unit, and I got a Sherlock Holmes hat. It's just a deer stalker, actually. And it was black, is the other thing. And even though the BBC Sherlock was, like, wore black and was all edgy and stuff, the deer stalker he had was, like, gray. Or not gray. It was, like, brown. It was, like, a tan. So that's funny. But yeah, I remember getting those. A trench coat, or like a felt overcoat. I still have it. It's not comfortable. And I don't think I'd ever wear it in public. At least not anywhere where anyone's gonna recognize me. It was, yeah, crazy. Wild. And then in high school, I watched Steins Gate, and then I was like, I think I'll wear a lab coat to school every day. None of the other kids made fun of me. I remember specifically my driver's ed teacher did, though. Which is wild. Oh, I hate this one. I'll do it, though. You just knock a cone into me? Then after the forensic science unit, I think for English, we had like or maybe history. One of the classes had like a courtroom unit. Transgender jacket. And we had to do a mock trial, which is cool. It's just that I had like social anxiety and like So I was on stage. I was the lawyer. One of the lawyers, for some reason. Which is crazy. And I didn't really know anything about lawyers. So I wore a blue button-up shirt. And then got black hair gel. Oh, I still won. I got black hair gel and just like slicked my hair back to look like Phoenix Wright. Keep in mind, by this point, I had never played an Ace Attorney game. It was just like, this is what I know about courtroom dramas. Even though my mom watched plenty of them, like, I definitely had more knowledge than that. I was just like, let's do it. Let's watch it. I don't know. I played the first Ace Attorney, like, demo, like the first case. I think the first two you can play for free. I had like an Android tablet, so I just played them on there. And I didn't really get it. And yeah, I didn't look at the evidence enough or say objection enough because I was too scared. It's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like I'm saying too much. I might cut this all out. I feel like I'm getting too deep into this. It was, why is she faster than me? She just took my coins. Boomer, what the hell? Oh my god. Alright, no, that's fine. I give up. Tony? Tony, I swear. Tony? He was hacking. That's the developer of the game. That's not fair. He was hacking. Anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. All I remember, and all my friends always remind me about this, I couldn't get... God. Okay, I'm remembering it all now. Because my client got the death penalty, obviously. Because I was a bad lawyer. Even though he was innocent. So that sucks. But, I just remember there was like a white powder was the murder weapon, and that was where like the science stuff came in. And I should have looked at the evidence harder, but I was like, no, this is a trick. And then I tried to point fingers at the principal, because he was one of the suspects, because he had Miracle Grow in the backseat of his car. That had just turned white from being left in the sun, I guess. I don't know. I just remember getting up there and being like, just asking as many questions as I could. Just really grilling the principal of my middle school. And I started like walking. I started pacing back and forth on the stage. And I remember hearing people cheer and being like, oh, now I've got him. I didn't. I didn't got him. It was Miracle Grow. I was like, Miracle Grow is blue, not white. That's not true. Miracle Grow comes in multiple colors. I know that much better now, because I've done a lot more gardening. But it's just wild. Crazy. And I know by that point, I had seen Miracle Grow that had been left out in the sun. So I know... I don't know. I just wasn't thinking about it. I wonder how I got graded on that. Middle school was weird. That's when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. So, if you want to feel like I'm old, or maybe that you're old, depending on how old you are compared to the release date of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Pokemon games. There you go. That was a lot. I just talked about a lot of stuff. A lot more than I ever expected to. But you know, who cares? I feel like it's entirely possible that I've either talked about those things on stream or in a previous episode of Papa's Freezeria. Ooh, I have to make a new thumbnail. I'll draw a little Phoenix Wright. And then I'll, I got stuff to do today. End of sentence. Just thinking about it. I know I gotta do math homework. I really lucked out. I've got a project for a sociology class. And it's like a pretty important project. And I just like didn't look at the instructions or the due date until yesterday when I was at work and had nothing to do because we had no orders. And it's just an essay. So really lucked out on that. Woohoo! But I guess I should probably start on it. Got like 3 essays I need to write, I think. I'm not really sure what I need to do. I just know I've got a bunch of stuff I have to do. And you don't gotta worry about that. Because no matter what, I'm making these Papa's Freezeria videos. Oh, it's Matt. Matt's the one that screwed me over on the racetrack. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever play another Yakuza game. That sounds sad. I just, like, haven't gotten very far. Well, I'm, like, halfway through Yakuza 5. But it's not far enough. Is this day 2? Yeah, we're almost at 20 minutes. This video is gonna come out to like 15 minutes after I cut all this stuff out. Take that. Well, this one's ready to go, isn't it? Yep. New Fortnite season starts today, I think. I don't know if I mentioned this on screen, but I was banned from the PlayStation Network because I did a chargeback on my card. So I can get unbanned if I pay them back, which I will one day. But the thing that happened was that I was just playing Sackboy: A Big Adventure, which I have a disc for, and they charged me for the digital deluxe edition. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream. So, I don't know if I can even play Fortnite on my PlayStation anymore. Even though it doesn't use the PlayStation servers, I just imagine that anything relating to any sort of online functionality is kind of out of the question. But they just like charged me $75 and I didn't buy it. I didn't go through the purchase process. They were just like $75. They didn't even ask. They just took it from my card. And that's why I thought it was fake. I thought I had been scammed. I thought someone had stolen my debit card. Woohoo! 99%. Oh. Breakfast blast. Let's do this. Still got a computer I can play Fortnite on, so it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, because there's a lot of games that I can't play now. Not a lot. And I mean, I didn't have PlayStation Plus, but I can't unlock trophies or use use the app. Can't buy any more games. So... But one day I'll pay it off and get back at it, I guess. At first I was like, what do I do? Do I take them to court? Like, I did not buy this, and they charged me for it. But I mean, I got my money back. So, seems pretty unfair to me. But who knows? The thing is I thought about it. I don't have any of the deluxe edition stuff downloaded, is the other thing. I just have the base game, which comes on the disc, basically. Well, I guess nothing comes on the disc anymore. Except for weirdos. Whoa, that's crazy. Anyways. What was I saying? But I was like, I could just sell my physical copy, get some of the money back, and then pay off the digital deluxe edition, and then have the deluxe edition because it comes with an art book and like a bunch of stuff that it's like, oh yeah, cool. Because I do enjoy the game. It's not Little Big Planet, but like, I like the game. It's like the Super Mario 3D World of Little Big Planet, first of all. Which, you know, I like 3D World. That was a good time. But more importantly... I forgot what I was saying. So yeah. Don't expect me to play any PlayStation games for the foreseeable future. Because I gotta pay off my Switch 2 pre-order first. Oh, come on. I got them all, though. Okay, 2 more and then the video's over. Boom. Why am I so good at this one? This is crazy. I think my plan now is to keep this series going until I get all of the Steam achievements. Which is going to take a while, but I feel like it's not... It's not, like... insane. Hold on. Pause. Go back. It's Thanksgiving. When did it become Thanksgiving? Oh. Brown shirt. Brown pants. That's kind of sick. That's kind of cool. I don't know. There we go. There, actually, Holiday Spirit went down. I might have to. Sorry, this is all Thanksgiving. It's all giving thanks. I've never been more confused in my life. I'm gonna be so for real right now. That can't be true, first of all. Second of all, what is happening? Just barely out of the... Give me that. That's fine. Oh? Aw, cool. Serve a vanilla swizzle special. Who's Lizel? Dino. I watched a excuse me, sorry. I watched a lot of Venture Bros. So that's what that made me think of. I like that show. Very funny. What? They were in costume the whole time? What? Oh my gosh. These were all regular people. I'm so sorry, guys. You. We're almost at 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you for watching. We're gonna do one more because I want to. I'm gonna make it a large. Can I see? How do I make a vanilla swizzle? No, don't quit. Toss that. It's a medium. Yeah, s'mores. Vanilla. Medium, and then chocolate. It's like, where'd it go? They took my shake. I'll tell you, man, once you get used to swearing, it's hard to stop. Definitely takes effort. That's fine. I can give effort. It's giving effort, maybe? I don't know. That's nothing. That's nothing. I don't know how to... Let me make one more. Just so I can get in the groove. We're over 30 minutes now, but I'm gonna cut a bunch of stuff out. I wonder how often I do one of these, and then I'm like, it's okay. Right after this, I'm ending the video. And then I don't end it for another like 5 to 10 minutes. Probably often. This guy looks like someone. One more. I have a problem. But you know, don't we all? God, I did it again. I forgot what I was saying. They put Big Chungus in Fortnite, and then they took him out. He was in the files, I swear. Guys, you gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. Okay. Close the truck. Get me out of here. I'm done. Rank 26. Dream Catcher. Oh, we actually gotta redo this. I don't know if I want to save this for tomorrow. Oh. Gotta have windows. Don't I have like a... Yeah. Can I buy windows? Thanksgiving wallpaper. I don't really like that one. I don't have a lot of options, though. I like this one. That looks good. How much money? 500. Okay. Wallpaper. Okay, they're both worth about the same. God, I don't like that color. That's fun. Whoop. Whoop. Huh? Okay. I enjoy this game thoroughly. Big fan. Love the game. Love the concept. The menu? One of the most confusing to navigate. Like, no question. It's not like it's... It's not like it's gonna stop people from playing the game. But it's weird. It's weird how confusing it is. Put this right here in the middle. Get some... Do I not have any Thanksgiving furniture? One of these. One of these. One of these. I imagine I need to... Okay, how did I get here? Put that in the middle. And then... Yeah, put this by the door. It's gotta be by the door. Are there chairs? God, get that out of here. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. What is N? It's the guy from Pokemon, isn't it? I'm gonna have to stop myself. Posters. Gotta get these nutty buttercups. That's crazy. That's wild. But you know, peanut butter cups are good. How does it work? No. I'm not gonna tell that story. Here's what you gotta take away from it, though. Salted caramel and peanut butter work surprisingly well together. That's all you really gotta know. That's all I'm bringing to the table right now. What in the fart? That's another Nutty Buttercups. My bad. Thanksgiving! My dog's freaking out. Brownies. Yeah. Throw in guitar. Right there. If I came in here, I'd turn around and leave, honestly. Alright, that's enough. Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for another one. There's always gonna be more. Until there isn't. Feel free to check out my Twitch. Twitch.tv/Brumpus265. After I get this uploaded and do some other stuff, I plan on playing Animal Crossing New Horizons on there. But we'll see. Things don't always go as planned. So, okay, bye.